Hello everyone, it is Monday. I can't believe how quick last week went, and we're back to another week. I'm in the studio today, joined by Ollie and Will. We'll see what they're up to in a minute. For the most part, we've got a lot of editing to do. I mentioned last week that we got something like 30 odd videos that we've got to get through. So we'll be focusing on those. I am currently editing a trailer for Octopod. I want something grand cinematic to run as an Instagram ad. So that's what I'm working on. And we're also editing last week's vlog to get out at the end of this week. So we're always going to have like a 2-week run. Yeah, so that's about it. Let's go see what the boys are up to.
Yo.
Hello, boys.
Morning.
What are we up to today?
I'm editing shorts for one of our clients.
I've come around this side now.
Posh is on the exact same client's first 3 episodes, so that'll be interesting.
Ready to be delivered soon.
I don't think I've actually introduced you to one. This is Will.
I'm Will. I'm a third year music production student at BASPA. I now work at Octopod part-time. Favourite movie is either Top Gun or Lord of the Rings, Return of the King.
Yeah, I was waiting for Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
As well. Yeah.
It's pretty awesome movie. Soundtrack's amazing too.
And that's what you're studying, is it?
And that is what I'm studying.
Well, they don't seem to be doing anything today, so I'll check in later.
Oh, what are you currently working on? Or what are you currently doing, waiting for?
Well, I'm currently waiting around 30 minutes to render out an episode of one of our clients. This is probably the most boring and annoying part of the job, is the wait, because you can't really do anything in the background either when you're rendering, so the long wait.
You sure this isn't like your most favourite part of the job? Not
Surprisingly not, because I like to do stuff and the computer's doing all the stuff for me, so if I could manually render it myself, I would. What are you doing?
So on the flip side of rendering, I'm downloading files to start an edit, which has been going for about 5 minutes and it's only going up. So unlike Ollie waiting to render things, I'm waiting to download things so I can start working.
So it seems to me like this job includes a lot of waiting. It's a bit of a waiting game. Is that right?
It's such a waiting game.
Okay, here's something for you. As an employer, I have to make pension contributions for my team. I am being chased at the moment for unpaid pension contributions from July to October. At that time, no one had enrolled, so we're fully up to date. I've spoken to my accountant. They've said, no, all your pension contributions are up to date. You have nothing outstanding. We pay every single month. For that period, no one was enrolled. So I'm not sure what's happening, but they are threatening me with a fine. So I've just come off the phone with the accountant and I've asked them if they can go in and find out what's going on, because I can't get into it. It's saying I don't exist, which is really strange because we do. They take money every month. So yeah, so this is one of the conundrums that I'm coming across for the first time as a new business owner. The other thing is I've got to pay a HMRC bill today. So that's a usual monthly thing. I'm never late. That's just PAYE tax. Boring things, but very important.
Right, bye all. Bye, I've got to skedaddle.
It's Wednesday and the sun is out. It's really nice to get outside, to breathe fresh air, have a bit of warmth on your skin, take the dog out. Spring has finally sprung. It's supposed to be 20 something degrees here today, which is nice. I'm talking a little bit funny because I've got my Invisalign in. I'm on 9 of 10 of my second course So I've been doing it for around a year now, and I've been a bit naughty because I haven't been wearing them for 22 hours a day. So it's taken a bit longer, but that's absolutely fine. I know what I'm getting myself into. My dentist, who's a great friend and client, been really patient with me throughout the entire journey. So I'm going in tomorrow for my review, and I think we're going to be doing some composite bonding just to tidy up some of my teeth where I've ground them down or they've had little chips over the years. I didn't record anything yesterday. Not much went on, so I didn't want to bore everyone. Come on. Can we see him? This morning I have been building a LinkedIn ad and an Instagram ad. So the Instagram ad is for traffic, just to increase our followers, and the LinkedIn ad is lead gen. So I ran a LinkedIn ad before, collecting people's emails. We got back in touch with them. I dropped them a message to follow up, and we had quite a lot of clients come down to the studio to... I was getting distracted then because Louis loves a squirrel, and I think he's chasing them. We had quite a lot of clients come down to the studio for a tour, and we had quite a lot of people actually book on with us on the back of the LinkedIn ads. So I'm running that again, bit of lead gen, get some emails, reach out, invite them down for coffee, and have a look around and see where we go from there. My breath. It's Friday. I completely missed Thursday. Yesterday was an absolute write-off because I came down with some sort of 24-hour stomach bug. Woke up in the middle of the night, really bad pains in my stomach. And then I couldn't stop being sick. So that was a lot of fun. One moment. So I completely wrote the day off yesterday. We had a new client in and I wasn't able to go down to the studio. They've just shot a short film and they were doing a podcast around how it was made and going into details. So that was quite interesting, apparently, because I was not there. So I'm back up the field with Louis. Where is he? And in the 2 days since I've been up here, someone set the field on fire, which isn't great. Such a shame. On Wednesday, I mentioned that I was getting my teeth composite bonded. And I did go down there yesterday afternoon. By late afternoon, where my appointment was, I did feel better. So, yeah, I think they look great. It's fantastic what they can do. It's like half hour in the chair and all of a sudden got some nice teeth. So we're just having a little walk now. Today is delivery day for a podcast that we've been working on since, I think, November with a client. And we are supposed to deliver 3 episodes today, but we're only delivering 1 because we're waiting on Welsh translation on the other 2. Yeah, it's but everything's done our end, so we'll just be delivering the 1 episode. So I'm going to do that when I go back. This morning I did go down to the studio. It was one of our clients' birthdays and they'd mentioned it last time. So when they came in, I surprised them. I bought them a balloon and some banners, so they were really pleased with that. But I didn't actually film their reaction, which is one thing that this is hard about vlogging. For anyone who's starting to do it, is you've got to constantly think, oh, I should press record on this. I should have the camera out. And that's something I'm forgetting to do all the time. So, which is why we're missing a lot of what's going on. So yeah, for the rest of the day, I'm going to deliver that episode, as I mentioned. I'm going to just rest a little bit. I still don't feel 100%. I feel fine, but not 100%. So that is what I'll be doing today. I can't believe it's the end of another week 2 of the vlogs. And I appreciate I've missed quite a bit. I've not documented everything, but if you've got any feedback, if there's anything that you want to see more of, or hear me talk about, let me know. As I mentioned, I'm only just starting out doing this, and it's been a long time coming. And I have no idea if my life is interesting, if doing what we do is interesting. But yeah, if there's any parts of what I do that you want to see, drop it in the comments, let me know. Where's Louis? So I mentioned the other day that I was setting up a LinkedIn ad and finishing off an Instagram ad, and I've done that. So that's 2 big things that I've ticked off. LinkedIn is so expensive to advertise on though. So expensive. So on Instagram, I've set it to £5 per day, which is about £150 for the month. On LinkedIn, the minimum was £280. So I've set it to 300. As I mentioned, we had quite a lot of people get in touch on the back of the last ad on LinkedIn. So if I get one client who decides that they want us to produce their content, then it's paid for. Interested to know, actually, what do you advertise on and what budgets do you set? We're not a big business. I can't afford thousands of pounds in ad spend every single month. I think I got about £400 a month to play with. I don't always use it. I don't always use it all. We do have an ad that's just running in the background on like £1 or £2 a day. Yeah, I tend to do the higher ad spend on LinkedIn is most probably worth more. We haven't had anyone come through from Instagram. We get followers off Instagram, but we don't get people coming to the studio off the back of it. But I'm fine with that. What's more important is strong leads coming in off LinkedIn, people who may want to record a podcast, record content for their business, but not aware of us. So that's something I'm happy to spend a bit more money on, even though it is expensive. And another thing is a good SEO campaign. The company that supports us is Lumen SEO, and we've done work for them. They've done work for us, and we're starting a new campaign in April. As I've built the website myself, but it's all the back end things that, leave it with the experts for that. And someone told me before, and I've heard this a few times actually, that sometimes we're too close to our business and we should outsource things like SEO, things like marketing, because we're too precious and we're too critical, where if we give it to someone else, even though we've got capabilities to do it ourselves, handing it over to someone else frees up capacity, frees up resource, more time for thinking, but also it gives a different perspective, a different angle, and they may post or they may do something that we haven't thought of, like I said, just because we're too in it. So that's a bit of advice that I've learned that may be handy for other people. If you can outsource, if you've got a little bit of budget to free up time, outsource. There's nothing wrong with that. What was that?